Hello everyone, nubkeks here. Welcome back to Nub Raids, and in today's video, it is the fourth and final part of this rotation of the Doom Tower Hard series. We're on the Eternal Dragon, and we are going to be taking him on. And yeah, here we go. Floor 120 of Doom Tower Hard. Let's see how it goes. One fun thing about this comp, is this a full auto comp? Yes, it can actually work on full auto. We got an unlucky resistance there. I'll talk about, though, what my team is set up to do in a second. It can work on full auto. However, and I've run it full auto up to this point through the waves, however, it will go smoother and be more consistent if you take the time to still leave it on auto, but just to click the boss so that our champions are all going to target the boss and not even bother trying to kill these side ads is basically what we're going to be doing here, which is hilarious. But yeah, you can see our team here. Who do we have? We have Brogni in the lead. Brogni's giving us increased resistance aura, which is really good. His shield gives us block debuffs in case these guys ever do land debuffs on us. And yeah, the shield also does healing and reflex damage back at the boss. Though when he does get buffed up like this, when he summons stuff and there's still too many enemies alive, he will hit through shields anyway, so it's not going to protect you. We have Demitha over here as well. She's doing basically tons of healing. Also, as you saw as well, her block damage can protect us from quite a bit of stuff, which is cool. Then Jareg is one of the MVPs of this particular fight. He gives us a ton of these continuous heals. It's actually quite amazing. See how many? That's all the continuous heals, guys. Whenever someone takes a chunk of their max HP as damage, he puts a continuous heal out. Demitha also tends to extend those, which makes this even more effective. But that's a passive effect. He doesn't even need his abilities to make use of this. We have our boy in here, Yoshi, coming in for two reasons. Number one, he does this 2 random hitter HP burn plus decreased accuracy, which is amazing against this boss, right? Getting decreased accuracy on the boss, when you combo that with decent resistance stats on my champions plus the resistance aura from Brogni, that's really going to help us to avoid getting our cooldowns increase and all that sort of stuff. You can see all these resists popping quite frequently. He also gives it also puts HP burn on the side adds, which adds up to some extra damage. Yeah, he also gives us increased accuracy on his A3, which is huge because, unfortunately, I still haven't built my Geomancer with enough accuracy, which is why we're missing some stuff and where some of this extra damage is coming from. Geomancer is obviously in here. He also actually applies decreased accuracy on his A1, which can really help you killing the boss. And his A3 puts the HP burn and reflex damage, which is really crucial. Unfortunately, we got some resists, right? Without having enough resists, you kind of have to have the increased accuracy from Yoshi be on Geomancer, and then he can put his HP burn on the boss, which starts reflecting damage. So that's a bit inconsistent, unfortunately, especially because one of them needs to actually land decreased accuracy, or else the boss can reduce Geomancer's cooldowns or put his cooldowns on cooldown, because Geomancer doesn't have enough accuracy by himself. He needs the aura and the decreased accuracy buff. So there's a bit of inconsistency there. So for example, if Geomancer had enough accuracy, I think he needs 330 for this boss. If he had enough, he's about 40 too low, 30 or 40 too low. If he had enough, he would actually be able to come in. We wouldn't need Yoshi. We could bring someone else. But honestly, this works fine. It's not a boss I'm going to farm too much. It is a boss you can farm for the set, but this is how it works. If I show you the team setup running here on full auto, it is pretty straightforward, to be honest. Pretty straightforward. Here we go. So we've got Brogni just does whatever. We've just turned off the creeping petrify from Geomancer. We don't need that. We just want him to be either putting decreased accuracy or HP burn on the boss. Demitha does whatever. Jareg does whatever, and Yoshi does whatever. They do the right thing anyway, so it doesn't matter. Let's call this Eternal Dragon, and there we go. That's how we beat the boss. If we look at the best teams in the clan, what are we at? We're at about 84 turns, so there are significantly faster teams using Drexstar and Geomancer together. Or like a single target nuker like Rotos. So there are other teams in here which are doing better. Ninja coming in with the HP burns, lots of Duchesses and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, you could definitely use Drexstar, would be another good one to put in. That would totally work. In fact, yeah, Drexstar would be better for me instead of Yoshi if I had enough accuracy on Geomancer. And if we look at the global rankings, what do we have going on here? Some people are able to clear this so quickly. Here we see a similar example with Geomancer puts on the I guess Ethos just one-shots the first 2 waves. Wave clears through them really quick and just 1 turn each. Then we get to the boss, and Geomancer puts on the HP burn. Chris keeps everyone alive, and Vizier extends the debuffs with his A1, I guess is what's happening there. Yeah, similar thing. Vizier really coming in clutch. Krisk definitely coming in clutch. Geomancer showing up in basically nearly all of the top teams. Not in this one, but in nearly all the other top teams he is showing up, which is pretty cool. Trunda is another good one for nuking down the waves. Martyr for counterattack, decreased defense, that sort of thing. So there's lots of different options here. Yeah, again, with my strategy, sort of the key is decrease accuracy plus the resistance aura, and then a bunch of well, actually in this case just really 3 defensive champions, and Geomancer also being a really strong defensive champion with deflecting 15% damage onto targets he has burned. And just really let Geomancer do the work, or let the Drexthar burns do the work while you get through it. Becomes a lot easier, this boss, honestly, when your Great Hall has built up some resistance. That's by far the easiest way to handle this. You have enough resistance, then you can take this guy on much more easily with a decreased accuracy debuff. You can just resist what he's doing and you're fine. More free-to-play versions, if you're curious, would be something similar. You bring in, again, Drexthar, and you'd bring in, I think I did this before, I had this sort of team. You bring in, Demitha would still be really good, but something like Vrask. Vrask just heals with his A1. He doesn't need anything to heal, doesn't need to cast spells to heal. Doom Priest would do a similar job. Operdin would be amazing if you put some resistance on him. You could have a couple of champions with resistance in, make a big difference. Stuff like Operdin could work, that sort of thing, right? You get the idea. So there you go, guys. That is my team for this boss. I'll just show you their stats really fast if you want to copy their stats as well. Brogni in a shield set. He is geared like this. Geomancer has a deflection set, but that's not important, and he is geared like this. Again, he should have more accuracy. Demitha, her sets are irrelevant, and she just has high resistance and speed and defensive stats. Jareg is in, again, whatever, and he is spec like this. Again, he should have more accuracy as well. He can land decrease attack on his A1, which is part of why you click on the dragon, so he can put decrease attack to help you stay alive. He's a bit inconsistent with that accuracy. He's relying on Yoshi, who again is in just random sets with high speed. He has enough accuracy by himself, and he's giving us the increased accuracy so that Jareg and Geo can do their job properly. So there you go, guys. Thank you for watching. Let me know what your Eternal Dragon teams are. Again, this is not the best team or anything. It's simply my team. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.